Welcome back to another video. Today's review is focused on 2022 movie entitled Huda's Salon. And the official synopsis of Huda's Salon is a woman whose visit to a hair salon turns into a nightmare when she is blackmailed by its owner. And before I give out my review, please like the video, subscribe, or just watch and keep on moving going on with your day. This movie, Huda's Salon, honestly, it is not a bad movie. It was pretty interesting, extremely tense, sad, and this movie is somewhat of like a quick watch as well, with it being only like 90 minutes long. I would say some of the things that I enjoyed about this movie, first and foremost, was the story, as this movie does not take its time. It just goes straight into the point within the first 10 minutes of this movie, of it's just showing the main focal point, the main plot line, as in the main reason, as in why this movie is happening when it comes to Huda's, her salon, and the character of Reem, as Reem basically is blackmailed by Huda to work for the Secret Service and everything. Basically, she is being forced to betray her own people. And if she does not do what Huda is telling her to do, then she is basically, and her family are going to be in some serious trouble. Like, their lives are in serious danger, to say the least. As this movie to me was extremely tense from beginning to end because of Reem's character, as Reem herself is just absolutely losing it throughout the entire movie, because it's a lose-lose situation. She doesn't know who to go to. Her husband is extremely jealous and just fears the worst, as if like he would leave her if he finds out the truth. And why Huda is doing what she's doing is pretty horrible, is more than one reason, and all of them are just pretty horrible, as most of the characters in here were not really good people because their morals were all the way just messed up in many aspects. The story was political as well when it comes to a few different things, but I felt like the story, for the most part, it was all pretty good and extremely tense. Now, when it comes to the performances of this movie, I felt like the performances of this movie by all of the actors and actresses, they were all pretty good. Maisa El Hadi as Reem, the main character of the movie, she did a good job of her performance, as you could just feel the pressure that was just mounting on Reem throughout the entire movie, with her either doing this dangerous job or her and her family just suffering the worst outcome. Like, she just goes through the absolute worst in this movie, but out of all, her performance was really good to me. Manal Awad as Huda, I think her character was pretty horrible as well, but the performances though by the actress was done pretty good. Like, her reasonings as in why she was doing what she was doing, you could say you could be a little bit sorry for her, but at the same time, it doesn't excuse all of the horrible things that she has done as well. But the performances, though, by all of the other actors and actresses, they were all good to me. The cinematography in this movie was fine. It wasn't anything extremely special, but I think the directors knew what they were doing, as it was watchable to me. The violence in this movie is crazy as well, as like I've mentioned, there was a lot of just crazy things just happening in this movie. Some t-shirts were made in the process, but there was also a few different descriptions of just very violent scenes just happening to characters that we never get to meet. Now, when it comes to a few things that I did not like about this movie, if I'm being truly honest, I really did not have that many negatives about this movie at all. Maybe some of the only things that I did not like about this movie was that I felt like there was some questions that was left unanswered when it came to some things of the plot. But out of all, I felt like Huda's Salon was a pretty watchable movie. It had a lot of just crazy things happening. It is sad, shocking. There's a lot of different ways to describe this movie, and how I would rate Huda's Salon out of 5 stars. I would rate Huda's Salon maybe 3.5 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.